Okay, so now I get this $370 check in the mail for restitution for the hospital visit that I didn't really want to go to, but they had me in handcuffs and it was just customary for them to do. And there's nothing wrong with me, I'm fine, well, like I told them, whatever. I got a hard head, you know. It hurt my feelings in my heart more than anything. And even after I told the state's attorney to drop the charges, I only did it one time and I should have pursued it more, but whatever. I came up with $370, and what I was getting at before is like, I was gonna make 12 grand a month minimum for my job, but then all of a sudden, you know, we keep getting into it. My dad keeps getting into it at work. Like we kind of always did, but now I just kind of had enough. Like there's trim that goes around a window or a door that covers the unfinished edge of siding, so it looks finished and complete. Now you can get pre-J trimmed windows that are built right into the window. And I was the only one how picky I was to do the J trim. Because I would sit there and I would make sure that shit was seamless. You know, 45 your shit, make sure it was in the right order, even put tape on before, caulk the window in, shim the window, caulk the window, tape it with the next best Tyvek tape, like not just the regular Tyvek tape for the house wrap, like the next upgraded shit that was like it damn near a 16th inch thick. And, okay, but I was the only one who would do J trim, because every time they do it, they would get mad at it. They would be like, oh, I can do it too. And every time they do it, there's gaps. They had gaps, you know, I just didn't understand it. So I'm like, I don't know if they did that to me on purpose, like picking up the tools. Because I'm so anal about picking up the tools, and they'd be like, oh, just let Zach do it. He knows exactly where it's going. And they use it as an excuse to not put shit away, you know. And it just fucking, so whatever. I don't give a shit, you know. I'll do it because I learned how to do it, and I learned how to do it great. Phenomenal. You know, and all Dad's teaching, you know, but I build on his teachings. I build on everything everybody gives me. That's what I do or try to do. Learn something about how to do something better or try to better yourself. And even critique it just a little bit to make it like, oh, perfect. So these windows have built-in J trim, or you can get ones without. Now I'm sitting here doing like the first window would probably take maybe 45 minutes because you have to get everything set up and you're kind of fresh to it again, like doing it because you side, you house wrap, you put fan fold on, you do soffit and gutters, and whatever else needs to be done in between there to the next job to where you do J trim again. So it takes a little, like one window to get accustomed to it again. So I do it, and then after that it takes maybe 15, 20 minutes, if that, per window. But still, you got 14 windows on a house. I mean, that's 140 minutes. That's 2 hours plus setting shit up and, you know, moving around, you know, to get the ladder set up where you need to go and put it, and a lot of time, you know. And we did several buildings that needed this trim. And the reason why I quit working for my old man is because I called Bush Lumber. They got the best material in town, by the way. Menards is cheaper for a reason. Bush is the shit. Love you guys. Love you Menards too, though. They got great shit if you want, but it is cheaper for a reason. So, but whatever, you know, you get what you pay for, like with a lot of things. Other than God's love, which He gives abundantly and it's free. Even though we go through the shit we go to, it's not really a price because it grows us. And the pain we go through, it's for empathy. For how to realize what struggles are and to live without. So, I call Bush Lumber and ask them what the price difference is on these windows that have J and don't have J. And they said none. And this was the last straw because everything had been like, just little things like that. I'm like, you didn't even check that, so you've been making me waste 2 hours every single time, every single job, doing it myself because you guys, you know, whatever, you guys didn't want to or not up to how I thought it should be done. And it wasn't. Sorry to say, your guys' J trim was not good enough. You didn't do it enough to be as good as me. Sorry. You know, I'll prove it. You got an inch gap in your shit, and most people might not notice it, but you go and look at mine, crisp. Okay? And I'm not better than anybody for any reason, so don't get me wrong. I'm bragging because of my strengths, and I know what they are. I can't play basketball. I can't dunk a ball. I can run very fast, but, you know, whatever. Certain things people, I can't sing. I try to sing, but I can't sing. Shit like that. I know what I can and can't do, and I know what I do and don't do. So I quit there, and I go on my own. I just start getting raped by these people. And this is my baby business. And I'm putting in 24, like, sleepless nights, man. Sleepless nights learning new products. Staying up all night to try and figure this shit out before I even got there to make sure this shit was going to run smooth. And, like, new products like facade ceiling panels, man. You guys got a lot of shit. I had a whole notebook full of shit to give you guys, but I mean, there's just certain things that are just like, really? That just, whatever. Anyway, I just started getting ripped off on just crazy shit, like misunderstand. I know what I do good and what I don't do good. I had a hard time with like taping and texturing because I realized that heating and all this other stuff and the wetness, the humidity, the time you let it dry, it all affects it and the shrinkage on it. Okay, now I use a hot mix that dries in 10 to 90 minutes and it's dry. So there ain't no shrinkage, and once you leave that spot, you know it's going to stay that way. Because if the light changes, it goes with lights conditioning. You got to have the right lights in there that are going to be in the house when the house is done. Because then you can see every flaw in it. Okay, so I'm not perfect. I had a growing experience with certain things, but 90% of the time, I did shit excellent. Excellent. To my best, not even 90%, I'd say 99%. And if I did fuck up, man, you would have to tell me to leave to not fucking make it right. And not saying that I'm like, whatever, I have a problem staying away from people, but it's like, okay, if there's like a flaw in that wall and it's been painted, okay, I'm going to go back and I'm going to refix that flaw, resand it down, retexture it, and repaint it, right? Do the right thing. Okay, you messed it up, do it. Okay, so I have no money at the time of getting this $370 check, so I use it on, everything that I need, gas money, cigarette, and like, I wasn't getting ripped off for like, this is how crazy shit is, like, it wasn't one job, or 2 jobs, or 3 jobs, or 4 jobs, or 5 jobs, not even, like, 20 fucking jobs, dude, like, all my jobs. There was only 1 or 2 that I got paid in full, no question, and they're good old boys, but it's God's plan. I know they're all a part of it, like, it's just crazy shit that, like I tell, like, oh my God, dude, there's so much to it, but I know what I'm justified in and what I'm not. I know what I do wrong and what I don't do wrong. And that's how I get better, is when, if I do wrong, you tell me that I did wrong and then I fix it. And I do that constantly because I'm always telling myself, oh, you fucked up here, oh, you fucked up here, oh, you messed up here, you messed up here. But that's like, not that I'm a big mess up, but it's just, that's how on top of myself I am about doing shit in a certain way. I'm very perfectionist. So to get cut off from my jobs, it killed me, dude. Like, I could have had 22 shingle jobs for Perry Roofing, but the 3 guys I hired, one guy didn't even show up, and the other guy was, he didn't do anything. He didn't do it, and I know these guys for 25 years, one of them, and then 10 years, the other one, and they need money, and we need to, like, I've got a great opportunity here. The guy I knew the least helped me the most. And Perry, whether you like to hear it or not, man, you were short on every single thing that you could possibly be short on a shingle job. The shingles, the gutter apron, the T-edging, the vents, the ridge, the valley tin, the caulking, the starter strip. I mean, just everything. And this guy, I go in there, like, just how the shit went, like, we still kicked ass. I still got, like, I was there, and I was going to make sure that this shit, and it, whatever. I mean, I can tell you the whole story. I guess I will. So we're like, working, it's 9 minutes. I'll go to the next one.